She was probably, I'm sorry, can you stop breathing so loud, honey? He's like,
Спасибо, ты мне все настроение нахуй испортил вот этой хуйней твоей.
Some people don't believe there's a gap in wages between men and women. But sometimes we tried our best. Sometimes it's still there. Sometimes, for every $1 a man makes doing a job, a woman might only get 70 cents doing the same thing. That's not fair. We got to fight to make it fair. Because a woman, she's only useless 1 week out of the month. That's 25% of the time. She should get 75 cents on every dollar. We have to fight for her nickel. Agreed. Anyone booing, I agree with. It's a terrible thing to say. I'm only kidding. I think women should get the same money as men, but I also wish you could stand up on stage next to me and watch me tell that joke to an audience. Because there are some pissed off looks on the women's faces. And I'm never sure if they're whole pissed off because the wage gap thing or just because there's too much math in what I'm saying and they can't understand me. But either way, I nailed it. I did it. Everybody's mad. That is full anger. If you had something, you would just throw it at me right now. But you probably missed because you're a girl. And now it's the end. That joke had a false bottom.
He was like, we should date. And I was like, no. And he's like, yeah, we'd be good. And I was like, no. And then I like jokingly told my younger sister who had met him, and she was like, oh, he's so great. He's amazing. He's such a nice guy. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly it. Like, I can't be with a guy that's nice. So then I was like, fine. Like, I'll give him a shot. And then I was like, he's amazing.
My husband just informed me that he's had a very long, hard week at work, and so he just wants to enjoy the weekend in a clean house with some delicious home-cooked meals. And I said, that's great, because I know that his mother's going to love having him for.
Did you see how many comments there was on that video? How many likes? Way more now. I don't know how y'all dudes do it. I don't know how y'all put up with it. I'm gonna be real with you. You telling me I had a long week at work, and I asked my wife, hey, I had a long week at work. I just can the house just be clean? And if you know what I'm saying, I want a home cooked meal. I want a home cooked meal. I've had a long week, and I really just want a home cooked meal. I want the house to be clean, and I want us to just all chill. And she talk a smart ass response. Oh, your mom gonna be here? Bitch, y'all just be marrying some really inconsiderate people. Y'all are with some real world villains. Let's say that your wife is a stay-at-home mom, right? She had a long week with the kids. All the kids were sick. They were out of school. The house, like, it was just bad. And like, she come up to me and be like, hey, I had a really long week with the kids. If you don't mind, can you just take the kids? Like, just take them all day. Take them all day somewhere. Give me 4, 5, 6 hours to myself. Just give me some hours, and you just
want financial security. Why else would I tie myself down to you, have your children, if you're not going to take care of us?
Because I love you, you love me. We can sleep in a sleeping bag outside. We love each other.
Oh my God.
That's why you get married, right?
No.
If he loves her, he's going to grow with her and love her. The money.
Nobody cares about that.
And
Nobody
that's
cares.
why the world
I'm
is messed
sorry.
up right now. These women think money is the end all be all.
I'm sure if you had a daughter, you would not want her with a man who has nothing and just loves her.
I'm not going to allow my daughter to marry a guy just because he got some money. So we're going to put it on 2 scales. I know he got $100 million. I can see it. I know it. Yeah. And I can see and know this man love my daughter with his heart, soul, do whatever for, good, bad, rich, poor. I'm going to go with this side. What the fuck is money? They both going to die anyway.
That's why they end up choosing the wrong man a lot of times, because that's what they focus on. They get jealous of other people, and they try to push the man to keep up with the Joneses. And he's like, man, I'm fine in my own lane.
I'm able to do
nothing.
Literally.
Realize that right now, if I worked 1 day a week, which I'm doing now, I would make more than you make in an entire week. You literally do nothing. You're so lazy. Your existence is worthless right now. It's absolutely worthless.
I want to make a suggestion.
The kids are dirty. Like, I don't understand. Did you give Lydia back today? because he seemed to be wearing the same thing as last night. Surprise, surprise! Not surprise at all, actually. Did either of them eat anything that wasn't junk?
I need you to engage with me in a way because we can't have you just keep repeating yourself. I really get it. But do you want some help in changing things?
Yeah, but I don't think that things are going to change by him just constantly saying, I disagree. I disagree. She doesn't see me. She doesn't see what I do. You know what? You want me to not see what you do? Stop doing everything because you literally do nothing. So
Is this what the healing work looks like? I can imagine they're not even listening to their therapist. The therapist is trying to, in a low, calm tone, get her to just back off a little bit. Slow down. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep on raging on him. Just trashing it.
If you can go back in time, would you lower your body count?
No,
Tell me why.
because I'm very happy where I'm at.
You're happy with the number?
Yeah,
What's the number?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay, so she's not happy with that.
Yeah.
Suing your pastor.
Yes, I'm suing him because he divulged what I told him in confidence, which was that I was unfaithful to my husband, and he went ahead and told my husband, who promptly divorced me and kicked me out of the house.
So why is it your pastor's fault that you cheated on your husband?
I thought what I had told him was in confidence, and I was looking to him for emotional help. I couldn't afford a therapist, so I thought, I'm depressed. And
did he help you?
He said that honesty is the best way to make myself feel better. And so he said, you have a month, tell your husband. Then one day they met at the gym and Pastor Hall just says that I was unfaithful, and then my husband comes home in a fury, and that was it.
Pastor Hall, did you specifically say, hey, by the way, Mr. McDonald, and you can stand up, Mr. McDonald, I see you're here in the pastor's support as a witness, but Pastor Hall, did you tell Mr. McDonald, hey, by the way, your wife cheated on you?
No. So she is correct in how we got together. We did meet. She did confide in me.
Okay.
I already forgave her. The Lord forgives her, but in order for her to forgive herself and to move on, she has to tell her husband.
Extra steps.
So she's thinking this is confessional where I can just go in there and say whatever I want to say and there's no consequences to it. Just say it. Nobody holds me accountable.
Yes.
At the gym?
Yes.
Okay, you were working out.
So this was about 6 weeks later.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it was great catching up. I hadn't seen them in church in a little bit. So we catch each other at the gym, we talk, and I briefly mentioned, it's great to see people go through so much adversity, when it comes to different things like sickness, things like bankruptcy, things like adultery, all kinds of types of, situations and things, periods that couples can go through.
Mm-hmm. So you just gave a general statement about obstacles that they go through. Going through obstacles makes people stronger.
Correct.
Right? But you just threw bankruptcy, addiction, adultery in there. You weren't specifically thinking of that, or you just kind of said it?
Yeah, no, I'm not alluding to anything,
Okay. It was just a general statement.
Just general
Obstacles
hardships.
such as make people stronger.
Correct.
Okay. And that's it? You guys both went on your way?
Yeah. It was just a quick kind of touch and go with us, yeah.
Okay. And then, Mr. McDonald, how did you find out your wife cheated on you?
It was during that time with the pastor when I knew something might have been said that
Something triggered you?
Right, exactly. It was whether or not she cheated on me.
Did you have a suspicion she cheated on you?
Yes.
When and for how long?
It was prior to the pandemic, and I.
So you always felt it in your gut that she cheated on you?
Man, I already see y'all coming. I keep on saying that. They see y'all coming. Y'all just think that y'all are so slick that a man can't notice. He's just not paying attention. He's got other things to do.
Line that made you, do you think he was trying to tell you your wife cheated on you, or?
Yes.
So you confronted your wife, she admitted that she cheated on you, and you filed for divorce. Okay. And why $25,000?
Well, Your Honor, I'm a teacher, and a teacher's salary is not very big. And when I got kicked out, I had to find an apartment, and so that's for 6 months worth of rent. And then also, because I no longer have someone I can trust, like Pastor Hall here, I had to go to therapy, and that's not something that I can typically afford. So I'm also including 6 months of therapy.
Okay. I just don't think he disclosed anything on purpose. You're not taking accountability of what you did. You caused the breakdown to happen. I know this is very harsh. At the end of the day, you're responsible for your actions and any consequences that come thereof, okay? Based on the evidence, I will deny your claim for 25.
I mean, it's amazing because you want this man to essentially pay for the consequences of your actions. And that's crazy. Modern women are delusional.
Gramps doesn't believe in a woman paying bills.
He believe in like going 50-50.
Going what?
50-50. Like as in he don't believe in paying women bills.
What?
He don't believe in paying women's bills.
Then he don't want no woman.
That's right. Tell him, Mr. White. Mr. White.
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Simple.
So what should a man do, Mr. White?
You don't play, you don't pay, you don't play.
It's pay to play.
Should a woman have a job?
Huh?
Should a woman have a job?
That depends. She got enough job taking care of me.
That's right. Mr. White.
No more job.
So do you believe in Mr. White, do you believe in a woman paying bills?
No.
Okay.
So, Mr. White, I got a question. Both y'all are really in love, but you're not in a situation to where you as a man can pay all the bills.
Should be in love, right?
Well, then you're going to find another job. 2 jobs.
Mr. White, how many jobs should a man have to work to provide for his woman?
You shouldn't have to work but one.
Right.
But the problem is, a lot of men can't get that one job.
Right.
You see?
So how should a woman be then?
Take care of her man.
All right, then. All right.
That's it.
So what's the things that women should do to take care of a man?
Everything.
Like what?
You name it.
Cooking, cleaning.
Cooking, cleaning, everything else.
Okay.
And if you can't do
Taking
that,
care of kids.
Right.
If you can't do that as a woman, you don't deserve a good man, right?
Well, if you can't do it, then you don't need a good man. Because you ain't going to hang around. Somebody else going to have your man.
Ooh, not somebody else gonna have the man. Mr. White. And if the man can't take care, then another man gonna have that woman.
That's right.
That's right.
That's what I said.
All right, call me when you get home, Mr. White. Call me when you get home.
Okay.
All right, love you, Mr. White.
Love you too.
Bye.
You're going to have to do something. You notice he said he shouldn't have but one job. But modern women, with the way they live, delusionally, trying to get this man to buy $2,000 bags, will have this man working morning, noon, and night.
I literally have zero interest in dating, bro. Like, these want you to ask them for their number. They want you to text them first. They want you to tell them good morning. They want you to ask them to go on a date with you. Like, what the Like, what a real at? What are men at? Where are the men that know how to court a lady, that know how to talk to a lady, that know how to entertain a lady? Y'all be wanting me, but just the effort don't be there. And I'm not gonna baby, you got 24 hours with me. 24 hours. If that effort low and within them 24 hours I'm dipping, you talking about? I'm not sticking around. Like, nowadays so low effort. Oh my god. I hate dating.
It is a man's job for him to provide for his wife. Anything outside of that is charity. Let me cook for a second. It is a man's job to provide for his wife. If you are doing anything for a woman that is not your wife, right? That's charity work. Why are you putting groceries in a home that you don't live in? Why are you paying bills in a home that you don't live in? Why are you paying the car note on a car that you don't have access to? Why are you getting hair done, nails done, feet done, and it doesn't belong to you? It is your job to provide for your wife. If you are spending any amount of money on any woman, it's because you want to do it and it's charity work. And so if she takes your money and gets dialed up and dances away with the next man, that's on you. If you pay her rent up to 6 months and in 3 months she decides she doesn't want to talk to you anymore, or she wants to bring other men in that house, that's on you. If you're paying her car note and she got another man driving the car, that's on you. If you're paying her phone bill but it's other men contacting her on that phone, that's on you. It's charity work. You're a charity organization at this point. If she's not yours, what are you doing? Goofy?
I feel like I've heard Michael Porter Jr. asking a question about this. Basically, he committed to a woman for about a year, moved her in an apartment to which she said, I cannot afford this. And 6 months in, they broke up. And now he's like, what do I do? Do I keep on paying for the apartment? Why did you even say that?
I finally understand why so many men are resentful toward beautiful women. And I mean this sincerely, because my ultimate dream is to be a stay-at-home mom and just cook and clean and do Pilates all day, every day. Like, that is the pinnacle for me. And that is an aspirational yet attainable goal for me and for women like me, because all I have to do is fall in love and get married. Like, there's like a 50-50 chance of that happening in my life. And whereas if I were a beautiful man, the likelihood of me having that same lifestyle is slim to none. Like, you can be a beautiful man and still have to work your freaking butt off. And that realization just occurred to me, and it makes me so sad. And I'm not even taking into consideration the majority of men, which the majority of men are average looking. So they can't even access a beautiful woman unless they are successful or hilarious. So when you see all these women accumulate exorbitant wealth or have this amazing lifestyle all due to their beauty, how do you not end up growing this like insidious resentment and bitterness toward that group of people? And I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it sucks, it's unfair, and I get it.
You can take me into jail. I really don't give a at this point.
I got called because somebody wasn't paying their bill.
That's
Is that
me.
you? Why haven't we paid our bill?
Because the guy was supposed to show up and he didn't. This guy that I was going to date with.
So you came here, you ate food, the guy didn't come, and you don't want to pay for the food.
Correct.
Okay, you don't see the issue with that?
I mean, I don't really care. I'm not arguing at this point. So you can take me to jail. I don't really give a
If you don't pay, it's called theft.
I'm done with Beaver Creek. You can take me to Greene County Jail.
From my understanding, you did this over at Black Rock, too.
That's fine.
Why do we keep having this issue?
Because I don't have a job, because people keep on putting theft on my rec.
So why do we keep doing it then?
Because I can't eat.
What do you mean you can't eat?
Because I don't have a job, so why is that hard to explain other than selling my ass?
I can't eat, so I'm going to keep going to restaurants.
So what
and
do
steal
you
food.
You guys
Sure,
f all
I'm
the
not.
girls in the jails anyways.
Okay.
You do.
All right.
Exactly. And the judges.
Okay.
Every time I feel bad about being single and not married, I think about the fact that I know multiple people that are married that don't like to have sex with their husband. Like, they actively avoid it. So girls, if you're ever feeling behind, just know a lot of these girls don't even want to sleep with their husbands. So count your blessings.
Some guys think it's a flex to be like, I don't chase women. Okay. Bye. Go find your husband then. Like, I'm
This coming from a woman that continues to get on the internet asking how she's going to be able to find a man.
How I get this 401k, because I heard I'm entitled to it, and his tax money.
Court will note that this matter is before the court on the plaintiff's motion for 401k and tax return. That's what you're asking for. Apparently, Ms. Daniel, what is the basis and your authority to get that? I don't understand. You're just telling me what you want. You haven't given me a basis as to why you should be able to receive that.
I need to pay off my debt in order to get a house for me and my kids. And I need to get a car so that way I have transportation for me and my children.
Okay. You still have to establish a basis for it. You have in your pending case, you have discovery that's still open and through May 1st of 2023. And the case will progress as the case normally progresses. So for instance, what happens is we don't allow people in that to piecemeal a divorce case out, like, okay, I want to get a hold of this, for instance, or I want to attach this bank account. We basically wait until we have a resolution of the case and then we divide up the particular assets. So not to say you can't on a temporary basis that you couldn't file for something, but I can't give you any legal advice, but it's up to you to establish what you want and the basis for receipt of what you want as well. So anything else that you can tell me other than you want to get a hold of that?
I have to provide for my kids and stuff. And that's the only.
Well, ma'am, what you can do is you can always file to get child support. And
that's what I want to do, sir. I want to get child support for all 4 of my kids.
Okay, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to file a motion seeking child support. You can basically, in the motion, set forth the factual basis as to why you're entitled to child support. Obviously, they're his kids. You know, he's required to pay child support, but you'd have to state to the court, for instance, that he hasn't paid you anything. I don't know, because I'll tell you what happens in these cases. He could come in and he could file an answer and say, no, I've been paying her all along, and here's my receipts or what my canceled checks or whatever. I don't know until the matter is before me. That is not before me today. So you're going to have to file a motion. He can then respond, and then we will address it. And so you can file that for any Monday with 9 days notice, any Monday at 10:30, and then we can address it at that particular time. Okay?
Okay, now in the meantime, how do I get this 401k? Because I heard I'm entitled to it and his tax money.
Honestly and truly, what this is a cash grab. Oh, I need it for the kids. No, you don't. You're about to go out there and buy them kids some $20 Nikes from the outlet. Call it a day. You might spend $50 on each kid and leave it at that.
Well, you're entitled to it as a result. Okay.
Support my needs.
You're entitled to it as a result of the divorce action. Okay.
Okay. So it would come later, basically.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that would come later. Correct.
Okay.
So at this point, you can file for support, however, and you can file that at any time. So you can file that, and you can have a hearing on that again upon 9 days notice. And notice.
Okay, so it's like spousal support. Is that what you're talking about? That I could file for that?
No, child support. If you want to file for spousal support, you have a right to file for that too, but you have to establish your factual and your legal basis for that. Okay?
For sure. I'm going to go file for child support sometime next week.
You do that and you provide that paperwork to the defendant, and then he has a right to respond, and then we'll consider that at the hearing.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Court will end this particular matter at 11:02 a.m. You're free to go. Have a good.
Chris Brown's media team, and we're looking to bring some lovely women backstage. Are you guys a fan?
Yes.
Are you guys a fan of Chris Brown?
Yes.
Would you be okay with her going backstage with Chris Brown?
Yeah. If you said no, I'd leave you.
Yeah, I know. What?
Yeah, probably.
You actually,
you're lying, right? Like you're actually playing around?
This was the 1 in a million show.
This was the 1 in a million?
Concert of a lifetime, yeah.
This is your concert of a lifetime?
Yes.
You're okay with that?
Of course.
How long y'all been together for? You trust her?
Yeah. I've known her for 24
years. The thing is that
years.
he trusts me, but when it comes to Chris Brown, it's a whole different story.
It's a whole different story. So you,
I already know that.
And he knows
I already
it.
know that.
Oh, so you give her up for Chris Brown, pretty much?
She'd have the hall pass, like the hall pass.
The hall pass? The entire pass for Chris Brown?
Why not? Why wouldn't she?
That's crazy. Okay, we're gonna get your details.
Okay. Get out. I'm sorry.
I had a feeling.
I'm really
I had a
sorry.
feeling.
I'm sorry. There's one and one person only.
If you are a man who has nothing, it's important that you date a woman who has nothing. And then you all have something in common. But for you to try and date a woman who has something and you have absolutely nothing, that just doesn't make sense. And yeah, I know that I would have men in my comments saying, well, what happened to building together? Absolutely. We build in our 20s, not after 35. After 35, we're looking for a man to match what we have accomplished. That's what you call smart dating. See, a single woman has to be careful dating a man who has nothing. Because oftentimes, a man who has nothing ain't looking for love. He's looking for help. Remember, I told you.
Right, but, and I'm not going to mention the name here. I was just listening to a story, reading a story where the woman had multiple kids, and the guy came in. They were older. Guy came in, and I think she maybe had like 3 or 4 kids. Military guy, took care of all that. You know, she was working probably 2 or 3 jobs at that point. There's not a problem then, is it? Because he can come in and provide structure. We don't look at it that way. We allow that type of stuff to go on. So it doesn't really work that way in reverse, does it?
Now, I used to do that when I was actually broke, go on dates. I done tried every restaurant in New York City, like top restaurant, because I was broke. I would go on these first dates just to eat food. But now that I got my own and I'm secure, like if I don't like you, I'm not going on a date with you. You're right about that. If I don't like you now, I'm like, I don't care for the food. Because I done try every restaurant now. I don't have to go to prove anything and I'm not broke. I could pay for my own dinner. But before, when I was broke, I was going on dates for survival, to eat, like whatever.
Exactly. Men are supposed to accept this behavior, but women, nah, we don't have to accept that.
Hey, listen, I don't know who need to hear this, but that regular stuff you're doing for that girl is not tricking. You buy her food is a must. You buy her flowers is a must. Tricking is when you take her to Chanel and buy 2, 3, 4 purses. When you go to Louis Vuitton and pick out everything she wants and buy it. That is tricking. What you're doing is bare minimum. So I don't get y'all getting tricking and bare minimum confused. That's not how this works, twin. Like, the way I see it, bro, whatever you would want somebody to do for your mama, do it for your girl or the girl that you're interested in. Y'all be mad at me for making videos of me teaching y'all what to do. It's okay not to know how to treat a female, not to know da-da-da. I'm giving you the free game. If you don't listen, that's you, twin. But it's like, waste your own time, twin. Because she gonna find somebody like me, and I'm going to do it all. You're never going to get her back, twin. So like I'm saying, tricking is not the bare minimum stuff you're supposed to do. So once it's past bare minimum, then you're tricking. But it really ain't tricking unless you got it. So again, stop getting tricking confused with the bare minimum that you're supposed to do. Thank you.
I mean, you could just say you're paying for it, and that would be the end of the video. So.
Being untouchable is the biggest flex ever. Like, no man can say that they've ever been with me.
The types of girls that say this shit, they'll say this like, oh, never been with anybody. And you're like, that's weird because I know 27 of your 0 bodies. That's so crazy. Because I'm pretty sure John, Ron, Jeremy, and Jamal told me about their time with you. So maybe I just misheard, but who knows?
If you had 24 hours left to live, who are you shooting your shot with?
Michael B. Jordan.
No, somebody that you know in real life.
Oh, I thought celebrity. I'm engaged to my fiance.
My fiance.
Might be enough time to take that ring back.
46 for what?
For the date we just had. I'm not about to keep feeding you like you're my child or something like that.
If you broke, just say that.
At some point, you got to come out your pocket too. I don't know what you think this is. It's not feed the children, and like I don't got time for that.
You got jokes. If you didn't have the money, then we didn't have to go. You know how many guys would love to take me on a date and would love to pay and not ask for their money back on a date?
Yeah, well, they're them and I'm me, so I don't have nothing to do with that, but I know I'm not about to keep taking you on these dates and you're not going to be coming out of pocket at all.
Oh, so that's how you were raised, huh?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. All I know is that we need to talk about some reimbursement or you paying in the future.
Reimbursement. Yeah, you got me messed up, Pac. Like, you do. I'm not reimbursing you for anything. If you couldn't afford to take me out on a date, then I could have stayed home.
If I couldn't afford it, we wouldn't have went. But that's not, when do you come out of pocket? When do you say, hey, I got this date?
I don't come out of pocket. I will pay for dates, but let me ask you and plan the dates. Don't sit here and take me on a date. How do you know if I even have 40 whatever dollars? How do you know I even have that?
Because you wanted to come eat. I don't know why you come to eat if you don't got no money.
Did you eat? You ate?
Yeah, I ate and you ate for my money. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So when do you come out of pocket? I'm not going to keep coming out of pocket every time.
You stingy.
Get 200 million, but your girl has to go to jail. Are you doing it? You're not doing it?
I've been in a relationship 8.5 years. I ain't doing it.
200 million?
Not doing it.
Is a girl with you now? Is it, okay, 200 million, but your man has to go to jail. Are you doing it?
Yeah.
Mental. I see you in the gym, bro.
Alright, so I have another PSA before I go into the gym for modern women. So when a man is looking for a wife, I want you to know that he is not necessarily looking for how well you look. It's not about looks. He's actually looking at behaviors. So he wants to know if you consistently can show him that you're the woman that's going to show up for him, that you're the woman that is invested in him as much as he is invested in you. He wants to know that you're the woman that's actually listening to understand and not listening to rebuttal. He wants to know that you are the type of woman who actually really enjoys being feminine, and you are not trying to constantly be aggressive or overpower him or everything that he says, or even necessarily trying to be the man. He wants to see that you are whole within and that you are constantly doing that inner work, because if you have peace within yourself, then you are going to bring that man peace as well too. He wants to see that you actually do things for him without him necessarily having to ask or to have to constantly ask, because you're just really doing it because you just want to try to keep him happy and keep his mouth closed instead of actually genuinely doing it from your heart. So these are the types of things that men are looking for when they're looking for a wife. Okay? Looks are not enough. They're not enough. I just want to tell you, they're not enough. Okay? So with that being said, I need women to tap more into what I'm saying instead of thinking that looks are enough.
I feel when an ugly man tries to talk to me, what about me gave?
See, this is the problem with you bitches. Y'all think y'all 10s when y'all really not. Men genuinely live in reality, but you got delusional ass like this who think they just a 10 that just off the scale. Again, you have no right to call no ugly. You got 5 pounds of makeup on, lashes, fake hair, eyeliner, all that shit, and you still not a fucking 10. Always remember, gang, you wear makeup. Let's see how you look without that makeup.
And to reiterate, you have no right. You have no authority. You have no jurisdiction to be saying things like this.
How do you date a feminist?
You don't. That's how you do it. I don't know about y'all boys, but I don't want to be in a relationship with a woman whose sole intent is to make me feel as irrelevant and unnecessary as possible. I don't know, but I like appreciation. You can be in that relationship. That's cool. But that's not for me. I'm all about female empowerment.
Right. All day.
I know feminism, though.
Right.
That new feminism is all about saying how we can replace y'all because we don't need men in the world.
If we walking up to the car and I don't open your car door, what do you say?
Open the door.
You better believe it.
Yeah, no, I am with you. I think
so you make daddy a sandwich.
I think.
What, so you just ignore me?
Look, what do you mean?
I literally just shot my shot and you just ignored me.
What do you mean? You didn't shoot your shot. You didn't say anything
I
to me.
looked at you.
What?
You know what? Don't, just forget about it.
Stop stalking me, right? Don't ever stalk me again.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
About what?
Don't ever stalk me again.
Who's stalking you about
you. Laugh some more. Do it.
You're crazy.
Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Say to the camera that you're not stalking me.
I am not stalking you. I don't even know who you are.
Is that right?
That's right.
You want to give your name?
I do not need to. You want to give me yours? You want to give me yours? Yeah, I didn't think so. I have no idea who you are, lady. So, you know, you're dreaming. You think I'm stalking you. Good luck with that.
Well, keep talking, why don't you?
Sometimes I forget that how you're perceived is greatly influenced by what you post. And I'll never forget the one time I met a guy at a bar, got my number, whatever, exchanged Instagrams, whatever. Then the next time I ran into him, he had never called me. I was like drinking, so I was just being a joke. I was like, ha, like you never called me, whatever, because he stopped me, say hello, whatever. And he was like, oh, you again? I'm like, you again? Like you never called me. He's like, yeah, I can't. It would never work out. Like you're a Miami club girl. And like me, like I was born and raised on like Long Island. Like I grew up going to like dive bars and shit like that. Like obviously now that I'm here, I go out in the scene that is out here. So yeah, Miami sometimes. And like that really like took such a like a hit to me in a way I can't explain. I just like I've never put myself in that bubble. I never even thought I came close to resonating to that bubble. And then hearing that really like I was like, whoa, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, I see you posting there all the time. And I'm like, oh.
Well, what he's saying is, and you guys don't listen, y'all frequent certain places which lets a man know exactly what you're about. That's why you don't get chosen.
I just found out that women's testosterone peaks at the peak of our ovulation. So the highest our testosterone ever is at the top of our ovulation, when we are ready to go, when the guys are looking delicious. You know what I mean. Men feel that 24/7, but times 10. Psh, that's why they are the way that they are. I'm not saying that means they should be able to cheat and whatever. We are emotional creatures. That doesn't give us the right to be emotionally unstable. Some of us need to work on that. Just saying.
She said something to the effect of, that doesn't give us the right to be emotionally unstable. Yet, here we are. These women, emotionally unstable, and they don't care about what a man thinks.
I know I'm going to piss someone off by saying this, but men don't owe you anything. They don't owe you loyalty. They don't owe you money. They don't owe you protection. They do those things for you because they care about you and they love you, not because you deserve it because you're a woman. Remember that. If you want to get that kind of treatment from a man, treat a man with respect.
Here's my take on the splitting expenses discourse. I've been inundated with slideshows of people showing how they split their expenses with their partner. And any amount of splitting, 70-30, 50-50, 40-60, whatever the split is, the comments are crazy. Oh, so that's your roommate. That's not your man. May this love never find me. May this love never find me, and you're referring to splitting expenses 50-50? Girl, you have a big storm coming. My only explanation for this is that the people leaving these comments are definitely 16 years old, definitely have never been outside, had a job, had to do anything in life, because like the only way my husband and I can afford to live in our 1-bedroom apartment while we both have jobs is to split 50-50. Like, that's life. Everybody that I know splits 50-50 with their partner. And we live in San Diego, it's an expensive city, but like, what the hell's going on? Like, you got, like, everyone splits shit. We wouldn't be able to survive if we didn't split shit.
If you want to pay all the bills, you need to have that one word you're scared of, and that is called accountability. You are scared of that word. You got to be accountable enough to look in the mirror and ask yourself, do I look like the type of who should have all her bills paid? And the answer is probably going to be no. A lot of you look like you should be cutting the grass. Like,
I don't think single men hear this enough. You deserve more than just attention or mediocre love. You deserve respect. You deserve true connection. And you deserve to feel chosen, not just tolerated. You deserve to be able to express what you want without being called needy or unrealistic. You deserve a woman who sees your value, not one you constantly have to prove it to. But here's the truth that most single men will never get told. You only attract what you believe you are worthy of, not what you want. And most guys feel like they need to settle because deep down they don't believe they deserve more. That's exactly where the work begins. Not in learning another pickup line, but in rebuilding your standards, your self-respect, and believing you are meant for more than mediocre love. So if you're ready to stop settling for unmatched connections on Bumble and coffee dates that leave you feeling pretty damn hollow, let's talk.
Make like some niggas mad or broke niggas mad, I don't know. But the cost of having a baddie is worth it. The cost of being with a super fine girl, fine shit, is worth it. Like, if you think about it, you might spend $1,000 worth of stuff on this girl every other month, $500 a month, excuse me. That's not that bad on maintenance, hair, nails, jewelry, whatever the case may be. She only got one birthday a year, so you might have to go crazy one time a year. For real. This is like realistic tricking. This, I'm not talking about like niggas who be on Instagram and all this bullshit. That should be bullshit. But I'm talking about just realistic you know, maintenance for a fine woman in reality, it's worth it, because that money that you spend is going to translate to a confidence in you that you never thought you possessed, or you knew you possessed, but you just weren't there yet, you know. And now you're going to, if you're any type of boss or you any type of sales job or any type of job where it's off metrics, you are going to perform at your highest level because you know you want to keep this fine shit. Okay. It's highly important to have this confidence, especially even if you have a job. Like if you have a job, it's even more important, because now it's going to make you get off your ass and either find a way to not have a job or find a way to work harder at your job to get bonuses and hit your KPIs and hit your quota and da-da-da-da, right? So it's all worth it in a day, because that little $6,000 a year translates to so much more, and you hitting fine shit. Like, let's be for real. It's worth it.
No. She has a birthday. It's going to be Christmas. If she's a mother, single mother, it's going to be another day that you're going to have to go crazy for. Valentine's Day, your anniversary, that's 5 days right there. Let's take out single mom, that's 4. So you're going to have to go crazy at least $1,500 on all of those days, right? But then she's going to feel bad some days, just having a messed up week like a lot of people do. 2 or 3 times out of the month, she's just going to want to, at least 2 or 3 times out of the month, she's just want to feel like sitting at home doing nothing. You're going to have to pay for that. Well, I just went and got a massage. I relaxed. I went and did this, yada, yada, yada. Those 3 days are probably going to cost you another $1,000. Let's say 500 to 7 for those 3 days. Because you got to think, on one of those days, you're going to have to take her out to eat, and it's going to have to be pretty expensive. For a baddie, you're going to have to take her to get a massage, then a facial. That right there, I would say, is at least 500, not mentioning all of the other food that she's going to eat. You taking care of the other things, her car. Oh, well, I already did. No, you're going to have to take her to go shopping and all those other things. So I said 500. Realistically, you got to put it back at 800. That's a lot of money that you're spending on a woman. It's not just going to be that small amount that you're talking about. It's not worth it at that point in time. You can find somebody somewhere else to get all of that from. Number one. Number two, there are women out here that don't play that game.
Okay, here we go with the dumbest shit that I've heard today. I didn't really hear it, but I read it. So I read a post that a guy had. I read a post. I don't know what I was going into. And it basically said, how do you know when a woman's been ran through? And someone posted a hallway. We know what that means. And another one posted a roast beef sandwich. We know what that means. Let me just say this for you dummies of the world. Okay? And these men, they're my age, if not older. Well, this man is my age, if not older. Well, no, because I'm talking about people who commented as well, right? You'd never be able to tell. Okay? Let me just keep you from fooling yourself or thinking you know it all. Just the same way some women get stretch marks and others don't. Some women's, that they have children or whatever the case may be, it starts to look different than others, okay? It's just the way their body is made. It is the way that the Most High has created them, not because they've been ran through or whatever the case may be. And if your wiener is that small to where you feel like it's a hole, because we have muscles down there, baby, that always work and contract very well. You'd never know. We could have fucked them 2 minutes ago and came home and fucked you, and you think it's the tightest in the world. So please stop fooling yourself. Go get an enhancement. How about you do that?
Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. We don't have to worry about even catching you in it, because modern women are going to tell you what they're up to. They are. They just are. They can't stop themselves. It's like somebody has to know what I just did. It's an accomplishment to me. It's something that is very important to me. I wear it as a badge of honor. They have to know that I have multiple bodies. I just been with a dude and I came home and I'm not with you. I'm telling you, when men buckle down, y'all seem to forget what y'all talk about is men are hunters, they're gatherers. We're the men have to protect and provide. How do you think that they're going to be protecting and providing if they're not hunting, if they're not looking, if they don't know how to build, they don't know how to spot trends? How do you think they're going to do that effectively? That's right, they do. You can continue to fool yourself, but men know. It's just something that you can't really hide. You can try to mask it, right? But you can't really hide it. I wonder why women's intuition is a thing and your gut, your intuition is never wrong. But when it comes to a man, he doesn't know the difference. Oh, it's because your pattern switched up. Right. Because only a man's patterns can switch up, not a woman's. Well, a woman will do this. She'll try to go out of way and conceal. So basically like a psychopath. She tries to cover up her lies like children do, but they're not good at it. She tries to cover up her lies like most people do, but they're not good at it. That's once again why they call them dumb criminals, because they're not good at what they do. Well, I brought my sister in and she's going to give me an alibi. She's going to vouch for me. A man don't even have to, you get away with this one. You get away with that one. I'm not really watching this one. But if I decide to start paying attention to it, who goes in and who goes out of my house, there's not going to be a way that you leave that house without me knowing what's going on. And I think if you really thought about that, you would know that that's true. Y'all got to stop trying to think that men don't know what's going on. Y'all got to stop thinking that men don't see y'all and what y'all are up to. You got to stop that. Y'all are not as smart as you think you are.